Yep. What's going on? What's going on, my peoples? We are live and joining you from the backyard today. Today we're not gonna be too long because of course you got the Miami Heat game on. So we gotta make sure we're not gonna be too long. Make sure we're all locked in and all tuned into that. So one thing I want to talk about, first thing first, man, shout out to everybody that been following my channel. Um all my subscribers, all the new subscribers that I've been getting. Shout out to everybody. So this show, I had somebody I had planned to bring on today, but I canceled that until Friday because time flies, man. And I just realized that I've been this month gonna make it the second year I've been with Cheney, and we gonna break it down. If you guys got any questions today, please feel free to ask away. Um, you know, status quo, status quo. Everything's still good. Everything's running smooth. You guys know I made that video last year. Whoever been following me, I made that video last year on the 1 year review. Um, Status quo, yo. I'm on the same route that I made the video on. When I made the video last year, I'm on the same route. So, what can we say? Everything is still good. Everything running smoothly on my route. Little update on my route. My route got a little busier. Um, it's a lot of new restaurants that open on my route. I'm still running the same route and down there in Jacksonville, doing what I gotta do, man. But one thing I want to talk about, one thing I want to touch base on this live. One thing I want to touch base on this live is I want to talk about like driver. What I really want to talk about on today, I want to talk about driver and driver, manager, driver and managers and supervisors and customers and salesmen, just driver relationship. You know, and what I mean by that is, working at a place, where, do you guys work somewhere or have you ever worked somewhere where you don't even like to go? The day, like, let's just say it's Sunday and you're supposed to go to work on a Monday and you're dreading to go to work, so one thing about working here is I don't dread to go to work. Um, Most of my coworkers, they don't dread to go to work. They actually look forward to going to work the next day. You get what I'm saying? And to me, one of the key things for that is because the management, to start from the top, they allow you to feel comfortable to come to work. You know, it's a respectful. They respect you as the driver. The driver respect the program, the system. So it's a good work environment. But one thing I want to talk about, that I really want to talk about, is that I'm gonna be honest with you. Like the way things is going at Cheney, and me far gone from U.S. Foods, right? If I had like the same supervisors at U.S. Food, or not even supervisor, anybody in U.S. Foods, in the management, in the office, you know, from where I used to work, I can only talk about where I used to work. If I had any one of those peoples let's just say they traded places. All the Cheney managers went to US Food, and all the US Food managers came over here. I'm leaving. I'll leave because I'm gonna tell you one thing. The mentality that I left for US Foods, it's a different mentality over here, you know? And one of the main reasons that sticks out to me is they remember that drivers are humans, right? And humans, I know you guys see me going like that. I got a brand new phone. I don't know what's wrong with my phone. It keeps it keeps blacking out on me. I don't know why. But so every time it black out, I gotta touch it and do a little thing. But working here, they remember that the drivers are human, right? And what do I mean by that? Let me explain. So I remember working at US Foods, right? We had a 5 minute rule where if we was 5 minutes late, we'll get a point. The point system, I don't know how that point system is today. And if you accumulated too much point, you get in trouble. You're getting fired, right? So one of the things that management got to remember is that we're humans and we're not doing a normal job. You got to understand our body breaks down sometimes. I took a day off today because you got to listen to your body. You got to know when you need a day off. Your body break down sometimes. And it's not every day a driver is going to wake up on time to do this type of job. This type of job is not easy. And it's not every day you're going to wake up on time. It's impossible to deliver 600 to 800 cases a day. And then you expect a driver to be on time every single day. I tell you right now, it's not going to work. You got a few drivers that stand out. They come to work every day on time. You know what I mean? Them drivers, they're just different. But I don't got that. I don't got the mindset where I got to worry about that. I don't got that type of worries no more, right? Now, if that mentality was here, then I wouldn't be doing this 2 year video right now. Because I can't go back to that type of working style, you know? I just can't. The money. Let's talk about the money real quick. Just like my 1 year review that I did last year about this time. The money is consistent, you know. It's a lot of guys that I'm gonna be honest with you. It's a lot of guys that they just coming into the food service industry. It's gonna be a little harder for you to make money than what somebody that like me is making because you gotta understand we got experience, so our routes is gonna be different, you know. So one thing I can tell all the new guys out there, if this is what you really want to do, you gotta have a little patience. You know, things might not be going your way right away, but if you have a little patience, eventually, eventually things would end up working out for you. Give me a second. Let me grab this phone. Phone's tripping. Give me a second there. Yeah, I don't know what's wrong with this phone. I like the way I like the this phone. I like the video on this phone. It's way better than any phone I had, but I just don't know why I keep blacking out like that. Yeah, so all the drivers out there, man, that's getting in food service, just have a little patience, man. Eventually you're gonna make money, you know, and you might come to a company like this and you might not end up getting a route right away. You might not get a route in a month. You probably won't get a route in 2 months. That's just how it is. I remember when I just started here and I told a whole bunch of drivers to come over. Well, guess what? They came over. They came over. A lot of drivers they snatch up all the routes, and I'm gonna be honest with you. Like you guys coming now, it's gonna be a lot of routes opening up. Trust me, from what I heard. So you just got to be patient, man. You know. Ever since I did this video, ever since I did my 1 year review video, you know, I got a new truck. I got a new Freightliner that I'm driving. Um, Still got the same trailer, but it's a pretty good trailer. You know, majority all equipments over here, they got good equipments. You know, I don't see no old trucks over here. They do still got a couple stick shift, you know, and I really don't see that much raggedy trailers over here. Every now and then you might come across one or two, but you know how it is. Things can't be perfect. As far as breakdowns concerned, um one thing I can say over here, man, if you're broken down, you know, you make a phone call. It might take a while, but they're gonna come out to you and take care of the problem. The longest I had to wait, I did have a breakdown over here that they took a while to get to me. But the reason why they took that long is because of the problem that was occurring with the trailer that I had, you know. So they had to go somewhere to get the part to come and fix it. You know what I mean? What else? What else? You guys got any questions? We got 9 people up in the building. Anybody got any question, man? Feel free to type it in the comment section. We're here for half an hour. I told myself I'm gonna try to stay away from the long lives. You know, I'm trying to keep it at around half an hour these days. Nothing more than half an hour. So anybody got any questions out there, feel free to put it in the live. One of the things I look forward to being here for 2 years is I'll be coming up on my raise. You know, my second year raise. You do get a yearly raise over here. That's one of the things you can look forward to. A lot of companies they only give drivers raise. They like everybody get a raise, but over here you get like a raise on your anniversary that just it's just automatic, you know. And it's good over here, man. You know, I put a lot of people on over here. Ever since I got over here, I put a lot of people on. But you guys notice that I slowed down on trying to tell people to come over here because I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm an honest person. I'm not gonna tell no veteran drivers to come over here unless I see something that's gonna open, that's gonna worth their while. You know, I tell a new driver to come any day. But for a veteran driver that I know likes to run a big route and I know they know what type of money they want to make, like that's why you guys don't see me putting out them videos no more because I just gotta be honest with the people, man. That's just the way I get down. That's my style. And I ain't gonna change. You know what I mean? As far as my customers are concerned, man, I got some of the nicest customers ever, man. I don't know if they're faking, you know, but if they're faking, man, let them keep on faking because they're nice, man. They're laid back, you know. Most of the people that I deliver to, they don't waste my time checking product or none of that, you know. We got Paul Orteles in the building. He say, how many hours a day you work? How many days a week? I was doing I was doing 6 days since December. I was doing 6 days, but it's the summertime now. It's going to slow down a little bit. So I'm gonna try this week. I'm definitely doing 5 days. I'm gonna try to cut it back to 5 days if I could. It all depends on my route. I'll try to cut it back to 5 days. But I was doing 6 days for the longest. There's a lot of guys, man, that do 5 days, and it's a lot of guys that do 6 days every single week. But recently they hired a lot of new drivers, so you know, hopefully that will help some of the guys that want to work 5 days. It's still gonna be a lot of drivers that want to push 6 days. Um, I don't blame them, but sometimes your body just need that rest. You know what I mean? And it's good to know that you have an option where your body can get that rest. You get what I'm saying? So I'm gonna try to go 5 days. You know, me. I'm the one that say make money like it ain't funny, but yo, sometimes you gotta listen to that body. You know what I mean? We got like 15 more minutes left up in the building. We got 9 people up in the building. Appreciate y'all coming through. Any questions y'all want to know, please feel free to let me know. But one thing I'm gonna tell you guys, because don't stop applying because I heard some things, but I can't really talk about it right now. You know, the only thing I can tell you is don't stop applying. If you come over here and you start working and you're not busy right away, trust me, you're gonna be busy. You know, I just can't tell you what I'm hearing right now. You know what I mean? As soon as I can tell you, I'm gonna tell you. But just trust me on that. You know what I mean? It's gonna be a lot of work out here for a lot of people. And all those guys that's living on Port St. Lucie and Fort Pierce and Vero Beach, like that plant is gonna be open soon. So if you know anybody that wanna apply for like a different position, like like shuttle driver, to work in a warehouse, you know, all type of position. That plant is going to open and it's going to have tons and tons of position for guys, for ladies. You know what I mean? It's going to be, it's an opportunity for a lot of people up there in Port St. Lucie to get a job because you guys know how it is in Port St. Lucie. It's hard. It's hard to get a job up in Port St. Lucie, man. You know what I mean? So that's going to be a good opportunity, guys. So anybody that live over there in the Treasure Coast, start looking on the website. I started seeing positions on the website for Cheney up there in Port St. Lucie. You know what I mean? I started seeing a lot of I saw a maintenance position. I seen a battery operator position. I don't know what that's all about, but positions are out there, guys. You know what I mean? Positions are out there. We got 9 people up in the building, you know. But I'm gonna be honest with y'all, man. You guys always hear me talk about going to Port St. Lucie and working in the new facility when it opened. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, I think I'm gonna feel more comfortable with Wagwan. I think I feel more comfortable if I stay in the old in where I'm at right now. Stay in doing what I'm at right now. But the only problem is I want to go wherever my route is going. And if my route goes to the new warehouse, then unfortunately I gotta go, right? Because I want to follow my route. But it's a reason. It's going to be a good opportunity for a lot of guys, right? But it's a reason that I personally don't want to go, right? Because, you know, I just like to be in an environment that I'm used to, right? And I just don't know what I'm getting into. Yeah, it's going to be food service, it's going to be status quo. But, I'm a type of person, man, like where I work someplace, I like to be able to communicate with the managers or supervisors. You know how some jobs they got this when you're in orientation, they tell you, oh, it's open door policy, but they be full of lies and stuff like that. I want it to be an open door policy for real. You know, they got a new warehouse opening up, and I don't even know. I'm be honest with you, I don't know. I don't know who's gonna be what. I don't know where's gonna be who. I don't know who, what, when, where, why. So, you know, I feel comfortable just staying where I'm at. Because I know it's still gonna be a good work environment, but you know how it goes. You know how it goes sometimes. For people that really know me, that really, really know me, you guys know that why I don't really want to go. You know, Brooklyn, what's going on? I'd rather keep doing the drive, keep doing the 40-minute drive every morning, 37 minutes, however, whatever you call it, and keep going to work, man. Because I just don't know what I'm gonna be getting into. You know, I just don't know. But I want to stay on my route though. Um, One thing I want to talk about before I get out of here, man. For anybody that live in the Treasure Coast, it will be a Father's Day barbecue this year. Um, it will be June 18th. It will be big. Um, I don't have the details yet because we gotta find the park. We're gonna be looking for the park. We gotta get that done by next week. As soon as I get the park, as soon as I get the okay with the city and the park, I'll start putting it out there. Uh, Anybody that's up in the Treasure Coast, man. Anybody that follow my channel, uh, if you want to be a sponsor of the barbecue, just drop me an email. We're looking for sponsors, stuff like that. Um, it's gonna be big, man. Cause everybody know me, man. When we keep a barbecue, like it's big, and it's gonna be kid friendly, so it ain't gonna be no drinking or none of that. I know people gonna find a way to drink. You know how people is; they gonna find a way to drink. But my idea is that it's not gonna be. It don't need to be drinking, man, because you know a lot of people they think they need to drink to have fun. Let me tell you, when too much people is around each other and there's alcohol involved, sometimes it don't turn out good. And I want to be able to. I want the fathers to be able to bring their kids out, and I want like the fathers to be able to bring their grandkids out, and I want the kids to be able to like jump in the bounce house and prizes and fun stuff. So we don't want no drinking stuff like that. But if you if you choose to drink, just like conceal it. You know what I'm saying? We got Barry Jones up in the building. When they opened the Punta Gorda, it took a long time for the warehouse to get up to speed. Yeah, I feel you, man. I just want to be able to stay on my route and keep doing what I'm doing. You know? Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Brooklyn. We took a knowledge test on paper, bro. You know what I mean? We took a knowledge test on paper. Hey, Brooklyn, the rodeo, man, is like it's easy, man. Like, I mean, even though I didn't win, but it's fun, man. Just don't stress out about it. Just at least you get to enter it. That means you didn't have get no type of write ups or nothing like that. So, you know, you're good, man. Just take it easy, take it slow. Oh well, you start dominoes on Tuesday. So we got about 5 more minutes up in the building, man. Real quick, cause you guys know I like to talk about sports. Real quick, y'all give me a prediction on tonight's game, the Heat versus the I don't know who we're playing, man. We're playing some team. The Heat versus we're playing some team that wear a green jersey of. The Heat versus the Heat versus the some team, man. It don't matter who we playing. We gonna win in five. You know, the Heat versus some team. So y'all give me a prediction. I personally think that the Heat gonna win in five, and it's gonna be the Heat versus Denver in the championship. And even though I'm rocking with the Heat, my common sense got to kick in, and I just got to say that Denver team is unstoppable, man. Yo, that's generational talent right there. I don't know if you guys watched the game last night. I know the Lakers are feeling like they can do something with this team, but you can't. The Lakers was gas. LeBron was tired. AD showed up, but you got to understand that little comeback you saw at the end of the game, that don't mean nothing at all. What that is, Denver just let their foot up off the gas. They was ahead big. They probably didn't expect to be ahead that big. They let their foot up off the gas, and the Lakers creep back in, and people saw the score in the morning, and they thought it was a game. It was no game, yo. The Denver might beat Lakers. Denver might sweep Lakers. That's how good this team is. So when we beat the Celtics in 5 games, because we gonna give Celtics game two, we gonna win game one, give them game two, come back to Miami, we gonna win game 3 and 4, and then we gonna go to Boston, and we gonna close it out. You know what I mean? So after we close it out, Denver gonna be waiting for us because they're gonna sweep the Lakers, and then I don't even give us a puncher's chance of beating Denver. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you, we're a player away. If Tyler Hero came back, then I'll give us a chance. But Denver literally, like, that's an unstoppable team right now. I don't know who's gonna beat that team. You know, you had like 4 players in double figures. That was a crazy game, man. You know what I mean? Crazy, crazy game. You know, I don't know who's gonna beat that team, yo. You know what I mean? You got 3 minutes up in the building, so anybody got any questions, man? Please feel free to type away. You know what I mean? 3 minutes up in the building, man. So basically, working at Cheney for 2 years now, everything's still good, man. Everything is all good. No complaints. Uh, the only thing that I really don't like, I don't like I don't like it when I see like Cisco or US Food is at one of my stops, and when I notice that they're taking some of my cases, I don't like that. But I understand the business. If you understand the business side of this, then you would understand why that happens sometimes. You know what I mean? Uh, the reason why that happens sometimes, good Lord, man, these damn flies outside. The reason why some of that happens sometimes, it could be, price or stuff like that, out of stocks, stuff like that. If you understand the game, you'll understand how this goes. One thing I know though, in my area, we outservice Cisco and US Food. Shout out to US Food and Cisco and PFG, but I guarantee you that we outservice them in my area. And this is what I see. I can't speak about no other areas. Like, if I'm being honest right now, I'm just talking about my area. Like, we outservice them. In my area, is me and another driver. We show up to work early on time. Um, we take care of the customers. You know what I mean? One of the things that I notice is that in my area, I always see like a different Cisco guy or a different US Food guy or a different PFG guy. What that's one of the things that we have over them. That's one of the things that we got over some of these companies because the customer, they like familiar faces, stuff like that. When they see familiar faces, they trust that everything is going to be all right. They trust that the driver is going to do what they're supposed to do. Like, if the freezer need to go in the freezer, if the freezer need to stay in the cooler, if the BIB got to go over there and the regular dry goods got to go over here, and the paper goods need to be over there, and in key drops they trust that the driver's gonna get it done and stuff like that. Since the year that I made this video, I had one big account that opened, and this account they get a lot of cases every week, and these people, man, like they just when I'm making the delivery, they literally just close their eyes, and because they know if it's something wrong, if it's something missing, I'm gonna let them know. And that's one of the things I like, man. The customer and the driver relationship, man. That's a key element in making it in the food service industry. You get what I'm saying? I like working at Cheney because I'm not working in a hostile work environment. You know, that's one of the things I don't want to get back into or go back into. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, if Cheney, like, let's just say, if Cheney like hired a U.S. food, a former U.S. food manager right now, like, I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, if that person come here with the same mentality, I don't know if I'm gonna stay, yo, because I can't go back to that hostile way, that hostile treatment, that hostile thinking, that hostile way of how you think about a driver. You know, that hostile mindset, the mindset, coming from that type of environment. You got. It's a lot of good supervisors. Don't get me wrong, because there was a lot of good supervisors over there. But then you got a lot of people that work up in the office, like they would just walk past you like you're nobody. You know what I mean? And I like people that treat people like human. I like people that don't treat people like they're beneath them. Growing up, I learned to talk to people, no matter how big you think you are, no matter what position you got. You could be God Almighty. I know if God Almighty was passing you, He would say what's up to you. So if God Almighty is able to talk to you, then who's anybody? You know what I mean? So I cannot go to that hostile environment. You know what I mean? And so I'm just telling the reason I'm saying this is because I know when Port St. Lucie open, it might be a lot of openings for supervisors and managers. And I'm saying this because I'm trying to let, like, if there's any supervisors from PFG or Cisco or US Food that's coming over or thinking about coming over, just change your ways, yo. Get that hostility out of your mind. You're not in prison no more. It's okay. Hey, I just had to think about prison for a second. You ever know somebody that got out of jail, man? And it's like, let's just say they was in jail before cell phones was invented, and you jump on your cell phone, they looking at you like, what's that? You know what I mean? You guys are not in prison no more. It's okay. You can confine to the Cheney way. It's okay. I like the Cheney way. The Cheney way is respecting people, respecting your customers, respect for others, respect for drivers. Love what you do. It's okay. We're not like you can start treating drivers like they're somebody. It's okay. You know what I mean? Let it go. You're not at those other companies no more. You know what I mean? So I'm just giving this advice to anybody that's trying to come over from a different company. It's okay. You know what I mean? It's okay. You can talk to drivers. We're drivers, some of the nicest peoples out there. You can talk to us because you know if we got a transportation manager that talk to us. Our supervisors talk to us. The people big up in the office they talk to drivers. You know what I mean? It's okay to talk to drivers, man. You know what I mean? Like threatening drivers is not the way to go. You know, and that's one of the reasons that I'm thinking about staying in Palm Beach because I know we got good leadership up there. And sometimes if it's not broke, don't fix it. You know what I mean? Because we got good leadership, man. So until I see what's going on the other side, I just don't know, bro. You say once they give somebody that title, But I'm gonna be honest with you, Will. Like these supervisors over here, they don't think like that, bro. They don't think like that. I'm just like, don't. I'm worried for the new people that's gonna be getting into supervision or supervisors coming from different companies. That's who I'm worried about. You know what I mean? Because they're coming with the mindset. You gotta understand, like, a lot of people hear me talking and they think it's a joke. That's why Cisco had to go the way they went. You know what I mean? Because like the supervisors over there, they used to run the drivers under the ground. So the drivers they had to get together and go the way they went. You look at all over the country, you see Cisco drivers is always going on strike. You know what I mean? Because like, yo, stop this type of business, man. In this type of business, you need a good work. You need to create a good work environment. Trust me, it's going to get stuff done. You know what I mean? I can't work under, shout out to my parents, but I was born in already a hostile environment. Nice environment. I grew up with a bunch of good people, bunch of good friends, but it is what it is, man. I grew up in a rough community, and I don't need to work at a workplace that reminds me how I grew up. I don't need to do that. Um, Now I'm not gonna sit here and pretend like U.S. Food was a bad place to work. It wasn't. It was a good job, paid good, good benefits, all of that. But it, some of the managers can go. You know what I mean? Some of them can really go. Um, and I hear this everywhere, man. I hear that U.S. Food, Cisco, PFG. You know what I mean? You got you got drivers, man. That you got managers at some of these companies. They want drivers to be scared of them, of a man. Like I'd never be scared of a man. I respect a man, but like, why are you gonna be scared of a man that you're working with? We're supposed to work together, yo. You know what I mean? It's a bunch of I in the team all over, man. You know what I mean? So one thing I can say, man, is me being here for 2 years, whoever listened to this on the replay, is that I just appreciate this company for not creating an hostile work environment. I appreciate this company for creating a good work environment. You know, that's all I gotta say. And time is running. We about to get out of here. Big Oso, what's going on? We about to get out of here. Appreciate everybody for coming through. Um, yeah, Big Oso, time flies, ain't it? Appreciate everybody for coming through, man. I'm gonna go relax, get ready for the game. Uh, the Heat gonna blow out the Celtics tonight. So appreciate y'all for coming through, man. If there's anything I forgot to talk about, please feel free to type it in the comment section. And you guys know, going live tomorrow, 30 minutes. We're gonna be going live every night, unless I'm busy. We're gonna try to have different guests on and stuff like that. You know, God blessed me with a gift of gab, so I'm gonna gab. You know what I mean? You say he took out your Knicks. Yeah, that's the Knicks is missing some pieces, yo. You know what I mean? So yo, once again, appreciate y'all for rolling through. About to get out of here, man. Y'all be easy.